Hey guys, so today's entry is going to be about fear. I am actually at work. That's another thing I'll get into at another time, but I do have a day job as I pursue this. I wish it was a full-time thing, but I have to pay the bills. Um, Maybe one day I can support myself with the creative passions, but for now, we are where we are. Now, this is one thing. It hits close to home as I talk about this. It's day three that I've been trying to record a daily progress of my update and make it public. And let me tell you, it's scary. It's scary. Um, Pardon my language. Um, I'm putting these videos out. I am fully aware there's going to be like three views, probably people I know. Um, Probably my own other YouTube accounts. So in that sense, maybe I shouldn't be so scared. But really, to have that record of you out there and you're making content. For example, I just posted another article on LinkedIn, a series that I'm writing about AI. That's scary as well because you post and you realize like it's going to be out there in the world to see that for the world to see that three people may have liked it or whatever. Um, this is a very real thing that I think younger people are growing up with. That's a real challenge, a kind of never ending popularity contest. But the way I look at it is this. I'm very blessed and lucky that I have a lot of self confidence. And a lot of that comes through having tried a lot of stuff and failed a lot of stuff. Having traveled to more places than the average person, having lived in different countries and being forced to adjust. So one byproduct of that is that I do feel very confident. I feel not a whole lot of care of what other people think of me generally. Of course, I waver with confidence at times, and there are times where I struggle to believe in myself, but I never really feel comparatively inferior. There's not really anyone that I come across on a day to day basis that I'm like, oh, if I could only be as good as them or I could only be like them. So I feel very lucky in this regard. Um, I guess my parents raised me with good self esteem and yeah, I've been able to kind of foster that and facilitate that through different experiences. So the way I look at it is there's really nothing to lose. If I were to put myself out there on a day to day basis and nobody resonates, nobody reads, nobody sees, nobody responds, what am I afraid of? If someone is a creator, that person understands the creative struggle because they also started in the same place. And so they're not going to be someone to discourage you and be like, haha, nobody looked at your video, nobody read your content sucks. And quite frankly, for anyone else who would form a judgment from that, anyone else who would read a post and be like, wow, what an idiot, he's writing this article, no one's reading it. Well, it's better than what that person didn't publish. So it's like if you're not willing to put yourself out there, you don't even get a vote, in my opinion. So just by even making the effort and making yourself vulnerable and putting your ideas out there, it's showing that you're taking a stand in the world. You're leaving a mark on the world. And so anyone who's not willing to do that, I'm not going to care for even this first second or second what they think about it. So that's something that I just have to remind myself, and that helps overcome the fear. So it's like if you aren't willing to create and put yourself out there, then you don't get a vote. How do I explain this? I won't give you the opportunity to hurt me because I don't care what you have to say if you're not willing to put yourself out there as well because you don't understand. And I would be willing to bet you that people who are willing to put themselves out there, they're going to be the last ones to have a negative thought or a critical thought or give you negative energy. So that's how I look at it. I look at it as only benefit. And no real downside. So regardless if nobody ever sees this but myself, maybe my kids someday, um, who knows? I, I I'm learning to be comfortable with the uncomfortable. It's kind of a mantra I've taken through many phases of my life, and I'm just trying to make it so that I can push forward. And the more that I do this, the less scary it will become. So that's how I'm looking at it. That's my thought for today. More kind of book strategy and stuff like that coming soon. Have a good one, guys.